Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. This is going to be part 2 of me putting a Borgeson Power Steering Box on a 76 Mercury Monarch. Today I'm going to be installing the supplied nuts, bolts, and washers that came with the unit to hook up the rag joint to the steering column. I don't know how difficult that's going to be yet, but we're about to find out. I'm having a look inside the car, see what I need to go through. I pulled off this cone-shaped, nice thick insulator. And see, rag joint is a black part sticking through the firewall. And then we got to line up this steering column and put bolts in there and one over on this side. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be able to film this with you guys sitting here. I can move you guys off to the side, but I don't know what you're going to be able to see because it's really tight in there. And it's not going to be fun for me to crawl in there. But we're going to give it a whirl. I'll set you up on the right somewhere over by the shifter. And I'll give you whatever view I can. Let's get going here. Okay. I can see this rubber part here. It's going to be in my way. I need to extend that down and get a persuader. Can't get a good swing at it. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to get a bolt in there from the back side. Nut on this side. I don't know how I'm going to keep it from falling out of there, though. It's just too hard to get in here. Because I'm laying half in and half out of the car. And maybe if I turn the steering wheel 90 degrees, that'll help. That way when I drop the bolt, at least it'll drop inside the car, going behind the carpet and insulator and everything else. But we'll get her. think I'm going to need some needle nose. No. I got it. A little lock washer and a nugget. Okay, let's turn her 90. Try next. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Whoa. You see that? That thing slipped. It was ready to fall. And I wasn't ready to catch it. And once the fall again, I can't get two hands in here. Oh, shit. Hold it with something. Nope. All right. Okay. Now to tighten it. It's probably gonna wanna, the head's probably still turning. Can you guys see it from where you are? Is the head of the bolt turning? Must be, because it's not getting tight. One-handed though, can't hold that. Let me see if I can. Wow! I just can't. I'm probably blocking the camera, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it for now. All right, I got it. Oh, I got them tight. So now I need to go tighten up that whole steering box. Let's go out under the hood and do that. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, I had to crawl under here. Okay. Yeah, not in a good position. One thing, I need a deep well socket. These bolts are longer than the socket is deep. But I can get them on so far, and then I can go get a deep well or reverse. Put the wrench on the inside and turn the bolt. That's not as good though. Well, when you can, you should hold the bolt and turn the nut, because the bolt's going to have a lot more friction when you to turn it, because it's clamping. And never mind. Let's just do it. Shut up. What's it? I need one of you guys to come here. Hey, Derek, Luke, somebody, Kevin, why don't you come here and hold the wrench for me so I can crawl in here and get these better, easier. Instead of just sitting there and laughing at me, you could be here helping me. See, one of the issues I'm running into now is this bottom nut is so close to the casting, you can't put a socket or a wrench on it. Box then. I'm going to have to go get an open. While I go get an open wrench, I may as well get a deep well 5/8 socket. Ouch. Damn it. Woo. All right. You guys are probably watching, thinking one of these times I'm going to be prepared for a video, that I'm going to have all the tools I need to do it beforehand. Keep watching. Someday that might happen. It's not going to be today. All right, so I need to get this over here. Five-eighths. Where is that bugger? There it is. Okay, here we go. What the hell? Now this impact's only set on number 1. It's not getting it super tight. It's just snugging them up. See? I mean, I'm turning that one by hand. I'll get that a little tighter. Where'd that deep wall go? Oh, it's on it. Never mind, I got it. That seemed to snug it up pretty good for number 1. Well, while you guys are laughing, I think I'm going to go grab myself a cold snack, maybe a torque wrench, get these things good and tight. But I guess while I'm under here, I could slide on the pitman arm. It only goes one way. And I already got the steering wheel kind of centered in its travel. So this should just slide on here. I'm going to have to probably rock the steering left and right to get this to go on. And I don't know if I can do that from under here. Come on, Derek, Luke, Kevin, get over here. Brian or Jack or one of you guys or gals. Now I'm gonna have to get a light and look up in there, check out the spline situation. So you notice that time I crawled out of there and I didn't hit my head on the jack. All right, let's see if I can take a peek. No, really can't. Problem I'm running into, focal length of my glasses versus what I'm looking at. And the angle of the dangle and everything else here. Well, when I pull it back, I can see the splines are pretty dang close. All right, I'm going to have to play with this a while. What I'm going to need to do, grab this arm here with some vice grips or adjustable wrench so I can rock it back and forth and persuade it on there. And then tighten that big nugget. So let me do that and I'll bring you back. Oh boy. Big nut is tight. What I needed to do was jack the other wheel here on the drinker side of the car off the ground so that I could manually move the steering back and forth to get pitman arm to line up with those splines and slid on there. And got my gun set on 5 and gave that quite a few ugga-duggas. It's good and tight, it's not coming off. Then I went in the car and turned the steering wheel to see how well it worked, and it doesn't. Because, yeah, you kind of see that, but that is not centered in that hole. You need to cut away steel or shim the steering box. And in the instruction it does say about maybe having to add washers or something behind the mounting bolts to get that to line up. I'll have to read that better. I just kind of skimmed over it. And I'm either going to do the shim action or take things apart and cut that hole bigger. I'm just going to have to do what it takes. Mission accomplished. I just made that hole a little bigger. Plus, I added a shim on each of those lower bolts. And I have clearance for clearance now. And I'm just going to clean up my raw edges. I was just using cut off wheels. And I got this right angle cut off thing here. It's really weak. I don't use it much because it doesn't have any power. But in this particular case, it worked good because I was able to get under there and just slowly cut away at that. And then down in there, I could do it slow, slow, slow. Then on the side over there, I used that bigger one. Where is it? That one. And I was able to slice through that faster. So I'm going to call this the end of part 2, putting the power steering unit or steering box in a 76 Monarch. I can clean that up, and I'll have to get some touch-up paint and clean up my raw edges there. And stay tuned for my channel, because I'm going to have an update on this car. I'll give you a little teaser thing. It's going to be, or is, for sale. Right now it's a roller. It does have $2,000 worth of wheels and tires on it. Those bad boys are $295.50 15s. And it's going to be for sale as I work on it. It'll all be explained in the next video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my other videos. Bye.